Last year's scary movies will be tough to beat, from the new Scream to Terrifier 2 and The Black Phone. There were plenty of thrills and chills to be had. But horror fans can rest easy in knowing that 2023 will be another hauntingly good year for the genre. From dark takes on classic children's stories to reboots of hit horror franchises from the 70s, this year will have you peeking out from under the covers for months to come. So in this video, we are going to show you the top 10 upcoming horror movies 2023. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Number 10. M3 Gan, January 6, 2023. Acclaimed horror filmmaker James Wan produces the Al Dahl horror M3 Gan, making with Blumhouse Productions. The film is directed by New Zealand filmmaker Gerard Johnstone, who previously made the horror comedy Housebound. The story is written by Akila Cooper and James Wan himself. Wan's stories often feature a creepy doll, Q, Saw and Annabelle doll in The Conjuring. M3 Gan, however, seems to be a full-fledged doll horror, and its eerie atmosphere reminds us of Orphan, 2009. The trailer reveals that M3 Gan is a lifelike doll prototype, programmed to be a child's companion. When an 8-year-old girl, Katie, Violet McGraw, loses her parents, she is sent to live with her roboticist aunt, Gemma, Allison Willems. Though designed only to be a playmate, Megan probably becomes self-aware and gets overprotective of Katie. Number 9. True Haunting, January 6, 2023. Also coming this January is True Haunting, which tells the story of the first televised exorcism on NBC in 1971. It's about a couple of Ed and Marcia Becker, played by Stranger Things actor Jamie Campbell Bower and The Boys starlight actress Erin Moriarty, who buy a house that's haunted by the family that lived and died there. True Haunting may not end up being released under that title. The project is now known as the Untitled True Haunting movie. But Deadline reports that Sony is planning to get it into theaters on January 6, 2023. Number 8. Unwelcome, January 27, 2023. Unwelcome is Irish filmmaker John Wright's fourth feature film. He is best known for sci-fi horror and comedy Grabbers, which premiered at the 2012 Sundance Film Festival. While Grabbers was an alien invasion story in the vein of Edgar Wright's Cornetto trilogy, Unwelcome seems like an eerie folk horror with a touch of home invasion horror. The trailer shows a married young couple, Maya, Hannah John Kamen, and Jamie, Douglas Booth, moving to their inherited home, situated in rural Ireland. The couple is soon terrorized by malevolent creatures lurking in their garden, and there seem to be terrible secrets in the village. The murderous goblins in Unwelcome are inspired by Redcap, wicked bloodthirsty creatures found in Anglo-Scottish folklore. John mentions Sam Peckinpah's Straw Dogs as an influence. He further notes that Unwelcome would be a horror with an underlying subtext like Hereditary and Witch. Number 7. Knock at the Cabin, February 3, 2023. M. Night Shyamalan hits us with another movie to give us anxiety. Similar to the director's previous works The Visit and Split, Knock at the Cabin unfolds in tight spaces. Here, it is a remote cabin, where a gay couple takes their little adopted daughter for a getaway trip. Soon, 4 strangers hail from the woods, and the family of 3 is taken hostage. Fans are excited to see some familiar faces like Dave Bautista and Rupert Grint in this home invasion horror. It was the fastest script I've ever written. Signs would have had that title prior to Knock at the Cabin, Shyamalan told comicbook.com earlier this year. I probably think, in terms of both of them, that they have this movement, this event, that causes me to write it really fast. Hopefully, audiences will feel that when they come to see it. It is definitely in the wheelhouse of the things you're seeing from me now, especially with Servant, this contained and gigantic event that's occurring. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now let's get back to our topic. Number 6. Scream 6, March 10, 2023. If you're a Scream fan, you probably know the good news already. Scream 6 is coming to the big screens in 2023. The 6th installment of the legendary franchise will follow the survivors of the latest Ghostface killings, sisters Samantha and Tara Carpenter. and twins Chad and Mindy Meeks as they leave Woodsboro to start a new life in New York City. Unfortunately, they won't be able to leave behind yet another streak of murders by a new Ghostface killer, and they will have to face this challenge together all over again. Number 5. Evil Dead Rise, April 21, 2023. Just when you thought another classic horror series couldn't resurrect with a jump scare hand through grave soil, along comes Evil Dead Rise. Excitingly, this isn't a sequel to Fede Alvarez's terrifying reboot back in 2013, but actually a follow-up to the first 3 classic movies, with original Deadite creator and director Sam Raimi on executive producer duties. Bruce Campbell isn't returning as Ash, but he is involved as an exec producer, and he and Raimi personally selected filmmaker Lee Cronin as the director of this new slice of the splattery franchise. Cronin debuted with the atmospheric The Hole in the Ground in 2019 and started proudly shooting Evil Dead Rise in New Zealand in June. That's his shot from Twitter above. The Evil Dead movies filled my brain with terror and awe when I first saw them at 9 years old, Cronin told Variety. I am excited and humbled to be resurrecting the most iconic of evil forces for both the fans and a whole new generation. No pressure, Lee. It better be groovy. Number 4. Insidious, Fear the Dark, July 7, 2023. As Insidious returns to the cinemas, we will witness the birth of Patrick Wilson as a director. Wilson steps into the director's chair for the 5th installment, hopefully pushing the franchise in a new direction. Insidious, Fear the Dark will be a true sign to see if paranormal movies still have a place in the era of requels and prestige horror. With the backing of horror titans Leigh Whannell, Jason Blum, and James Wan, it will be hard for this Insidious sequel to flop, but horror fans will be the judge of that. Number 3. Haunted Mansion, August 11, 2023. Alright, so obviously we don't expect this to be a full-blown horror movie considering it's based on a Disneyland ride. More like Happy Haunts, but we had to include this one. Disney is adapting the spooky favorite again, with a star-studded cast including Jamie Lee Curtis as Madame Leota, Jared Leto as the Hatbox Ghost, and a host of other stars like Owen Wilson, Danny DeVito, Dan Levy, Lakeith Stanfield, Tiffany Haddish, Winona Ryder, and Rosario Dawson. Haunted Mansion will haunt theaters this summer. Number 2. The Nun 2, September 8, 2023. James Wan makes another appearance on the list, producing The Nun 2 with Michael Chaves stepping in as director. I'm sure you'll see another ghost movie filled with jump scares and the usual brilliant horror performance from icon Bonnie Aarons. What else can you do with these? The first Nun was a box office juggernaut, so it's expected that Warner Bros. Discovery will want to return to this franchise. It's just hard to get excited for more of the same. Number 1. Saw X, October 27, 2023. The 10th installment in the horror franchise will be released during the Halloween season of 2023. Tobin Bell will reprise his role of John Kramer in Saw X. The actor wasn't part of the recent Saw movie, Spiral. Apart from the original Saw movie, the sequels have garnered mixed to negative reviews. Nevertheless, the films have either been instant box office successes or sleeper hits. Besides, the franchise fans have always been on the lookout for new hellish and twisted traps of its psychopathic villain. Nothing much is revealed about the plot at this stage. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment with your thoughts below if you liked this video. Remember to subscribe to FTZ Media to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.